Welcome to all. I hope all of you are well and safe. Today I would like to discuss about chapter 5 chemical bond. So this is your revision class. First I want to discuss about valence electron. Valence electron. The total number of electrons in the outermost orbit or valence shell is known as valence electron. Suppose electronic configuration of sodium 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1. We know that the coefficient of orbital denotes the period or orbit of that element. So this is the coefficient 1 of this orbital. So this is first orbit, and this is 2, this is also 2. So these two orbitals are of second orbit, and the last one 3s1, this orbital is the last orbit for this sodium. So the valence shell or last orbit of sodium is 3s and the total number of electrons in this orbital is 1. So the valence electron of sodium is 1. Similarly, fluorine 9, the electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p6 2p5. This is the electronic configuration of fluorine. So the last orbit of fluorine is second orbit and the total number of electrons in this orbit is 2 plus 5, that means 7. So the valence electron of fluorine is 7. I hope all of you have understood this. Next, valency. The capacity of bonding an atom with another atom is known as valency. The capacity of bonding an atom with another atom forming a molecule is known as valency. All of you know this. Next, latent valency, active valency and variable valency. Some elements have more than one valency, which is known as variable valency. For example, iron, it has two valency, 2 and 3. So this type of valency of iron is known as variable valency. Similarly, copper has also 2, 1 and 2. So this type of valency is known as variable valency. Next, active valency. The valency which is used during the formation of a molecule is known as active valency. Suppose ApCl3 or ApCl2. There are two compounds, ApCl3 and ApCl2. 2. In this compound, the valency of iron which is used is 3 and the valency of chlorine is 1. So the active valency of iron in this compound is 3. Similarly, the active valency of iron for this compound is 2 because the valency of iron in this compound is 2 and the chlorine is 1. So active valency of iron is 2. That means the valency which is used in the formation of a compound is known as active valency. Next, latent valency. Latent valency. Latent valency is equal to highest valency minus active valency. If we solve a problem, then it will be more clear. Calculate. Question is that calculate the latent valency of iron in APCl3 compound. This is the question. So the compound is APCl3. We have to calculate the latent valency of iron in this compound. So highest valency of iron, we know iron has two valencies, one is 2, another one is 3. So highest one is 3. So highest valency of iron is 3 and active valency for this compound, we know active valency means the valency which is used in the formation of the compound. So in this case the valency of iron is 3. So active valency is 3. That is why the difference is 0. So latent valency of iron in APCl3 compound is 0. Similarly, we can calculate the latent valency of iron in APCl2 compound. So the equation is latent valency is equal to highest valency minus active valency. So highest valency we know 3 and active valency is 2 for APCl2 compound. That is why the difference is 1, which is the latent valency of iron for APCl2 compound. So this is the rules by which we can calculate the latent valency of a compound. Latent valency of next. So already we have discussed valence electrons, valency, variable valency, active valency, latent valency. Now radical. Radical is a group of atoms that participate in the formation of a molecule or compound as an elemental atom. Suppose SO4, this is a radical named sulfate radical because it is a group of atoms. That means a group of sulfur and oxygen atoms. So This is a group of atoms but participate in the formation of a compound as an elemental atom. So SO4 is a radical. Next term, octet rule. Next term, octet rule. Octet rule is that when constituting a molecule, an element obtain the state of inert gas by donating, accepting or sharing electrons. So this is the octet rule. If we see the structure of CH4, that means the structure of methane, we can see that carbon has 4 hydrogen and 4 hydrogen are bonded with carbon by covalent bond, which is formed by sharing electrons. So if we see the orbit figure of this compound, this is the nucleus, these electrons, on. Why? The center atom is carbon and the electronic configuration is 1s2 2s 2 2p2. This is the electronic configuration of carbon and the excited state 2s 2px 2py 2pz. So the total number of unpaired electron in the valence shell is 1 2 3 4, which is bonded with 4 hydrogen atoms. So this is hydrogen atom and shared electron is this one. So another hydrogen atom and the shared electron is that. This is another hydrogen atom and shared electron is that. This is another hydrogen atom and shared electron is that. Ultimately, here for this compound CH4, the shared electron, this is shared by hydrogen atom and this is cross symbol electrons is shared by carbon atoms. So this is one covalent bond, this is another covalent bond, and this is another covalent bond, and this is another. So there are the 4 covalent bonds which is formed by sharing electrons. Ultimately, the total number of electrons in the outermost orbit of carbon, the center atom is carbon, so the outermost total number of electrons in the outermost orbit is 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is octet rule is followed by this compound. So when constituting a molecule, an element obtain the state of inert gas by donating, accepting or sharing electrons is known as octet rule. The state of inert gas means the total number of electrons in the outermost orbit is 8. Next, duet rule. Duet rule. Duet rule is very similar to the is very simple, which is that constituting a molecule, atoms will have one or more pairs of electron in the outermost orbit. Suppose this is the orbit figure of CH4 compound. So the outermost orbit of the center atom carbon is there are 4 couples of or 4 pairs of electron. This is one pair, this is one pair, one pair, one pair. So there is no unpaired electron in the outermost orbit. There are 4 couples or 4 pairs of electrons. So when constituting a molecule, atoms will have one or more pairs of electrons at the outermost orbit, which is known as duet rule. So there are 4 pairs of electron in the outermost orbit of carbon atom. So this is followed by duet rule. And this is the octet rule and duet rule for covalent compound. Next class or next day I will discuss the octet rule and duet rule for ionic compound. So the topics for today are valence electrons, valency, active valency, variable valency, latent valency, octet rule and duet rule. So I think all of you have understood this. So be safe and study hard. Thank you very much.